Last time I checked, there hasn't been any judges elected. Maybe that's the problem. We should do what the U.S. does. Let's start electing our judges.
Doug Ford is right. We don't elect judges in Ontario or Canada, but should we and could we?
We would get constitutional challenges very quickly.
We'll explain could it change in a sec, but it's clear the opposition doesn't think we should.
The judiciary are not there to further our agenda. They're independent.
When the Premier starts talking like this, it's dangerous.
Many lawyers don't think we should either.
It's based on merit, so people can't spend money to become a judge.
I'm sure the Premier knows that these are not realistic options that are constitutionally available.
Is it even possible to elect judges in Canada and Ontario?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a long answer to that.
Technically, yes. In Canada, the federal government appoints appeals and Supreme Court judges as vacancies come up. Changing to elections would require a change to Canada's constitution.
Constitutional amendment is not an easy thing in this country.
And the feds haven't suggested any intention to do it, so let's keep it moving. Provincial governments handle appointments to provincial courts, so could potentially try to change provincial law to elect those judges. And even if a provincial government wanted to make this change, there would likely be a constitutional challenge against that change.
Well, I think that's right. We already have in the Charter a provision that says if we're talking about a criminal case of some kind, the accused is entitled to a decision by an impartial and independent tribunal. And it seems to me then that electing judges would be incompatible with that provision.
Two main pillars of judicial independence in the Constitution are one, something called security of tenure, ensuring judges can't be fired, particularly for decisions a government doesn't like, and two, financial security, ensuring judges have fixed pay, reducing the chance of financial influence.
You know one of these judges that are bleeding hearts? I can't wait till they retire. Matter of fact, I'll pay him to retire earlier.
Ford's ideas here, even getting a rare public rebuke from Ontario's 3 Chief Justices. Check this letter out. They write judges must be free to decide each case on its own merits without interference or influence of any kind from any source, including, they write, politicians.
If judges are subject to election and campaigning and have a limited term in which they then seek re-election, then of course they may do what we hear, and I consider these to be horror stories from the United States, where judges run on their conviction rate. Look how many people I convict. Well, that should not be a factor in determining whether a judge is doing a good job in some way. A judge should be deciding whether somebody really did commit the offense or not.
That's my rant for the day, because I've just had it.
For now, Ford says he was elected to appoint tough on crime judges, and that's what he's going to keep on doing.